Then, pag may time. Now we have a guest who will discuss about business consulting in a different level. Please all welcome Mr. Ben Yung. Mr. Yung.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sir Ben.
Good morning,
Rise and
Umkoy.
shine.
Umkoy? What does that mean? Ano yan? Hello? Hello?
Sorry.
Umkoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Ano no?
Yeah.
Umkoy?
Umkoy.
Umkoy.
Yeah. It's Cantonese.
It's Cantonese.
Alright,
From
so
what country are you from? Ano?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Oh, from Hong Kong.
from Hong Kong. Okay,
Okay.
so what exactly do you do, Mr. Yu?
I am a business consultant. So I help our clients to help them, support them in the business transactions, to help them to make a more informed business decision. So this could be getting information, understanding the industry, sometimes helping our clients to understand the policies of a country. So for example, if they want to invest in a new country, they want to better understand what are the government policies relating to their industry, what are the competitors like, and where the opportunities are. So that's essentially what I do.
Okay.
This is a different level of business, no?
Consultancy.
So yeah, typically the clients will come to me, come to my firm for
For?
quite high-level business advice. It could be
So you give advice?
yeah. So
Okay.
it could be a
Consultancy.
global transaction. It could be investing in a different region that they're not
Alright.
comfortable with. It could be an existing investment in another country, and they want to understand that a little bit more, do a health check on that particular business.
And that's what's make you different from the other consulting
There are many
firm.
different types of consulting firms. So there's management consulting to basically help the boss to run the company more effectively. There's strategy consulting, which is basically help the company to plan a little bit ahead the business strategy, what kind of products you want to sell, what kind of market you want to tackle. Our type.
Okay, so why do clients reach out to firms like yours?
Well, essentially, clients know a lot of information about what they do anyway. So if they are selling, I don't know, if they sell cars, they know the market very well. But say if this company wants to go to a new country such as Myanmar, they may not have that much experience, or they may not know so many things about the particular quirks of that industry in Myanmar. So they will need people who are familiar with that area, understanding the policies, the competitors, the market of that particular country, to give them guidance so that they don't fall into obvious traps, for example.
Sir Ben, according to our resources and research and all, you are a Bachelor of War Studies, am I right?
That's a long time ago, yes, I did study war,
alright,
yeah.
but how about
the Bachelor of Law?
Yeah, what?
Well, it's like you
what do you mean
study.
by that?
It's like you study economics, you study philosophy, you study maths. I studied war and history.
Well, so
War
you're
and
good in numbers
history.
also.
Not exactly.
Math.
No, I don't claim that. No, war. War is war. So I can do maths, but not to the level, to the degree as someone who would have studied maths at university.
You know, according to Tagalugi ko na nga, nung nagbabasa ako ng script, when I saw Bachelor of War Studies, I thought they actually teach you how to go on war. Pero hindi
Yes,
pala.
well-
Thank you for clarifying that.
Well, to an extent, yes. Some people, after they completed this, they go to their respective countries and be an officer in the army. So it is very common. So extremely
So,
common.
do you have interesting war stories?
Yeah.
I have a lot, I guess. Which country are you interested in?
Asia.
Asia. Well, this is a funny one. So one of our clients was looking to invest in a company that allegedly controls a lot of gas stations. So car
Gas
filling gas
stations,
stations.
okay.
Right. So the client understands that this company has 50, 60 gas stations all across northwestern China, actually. So as part of our work, we try to identify where they are to help the client to understand how much it is worth, that business. So the analysts I sent to the country, they had a hard time in actually finding these gas stations. They couldn't find it. So I said to the client, okay, so where are they? You gave us a list of numbers, but we couldn't find them. So the company, the CFO of the company, actually told one of my guys to each of these stations. He drove around in a car with other cars as well, and took them to all these gas stations. It's fine. It looked fine. The gas stations were there. Then I thought there's something unusual about it.
Something fishy.
Something fishy. We weren't able to find it when we were trying to do it ourselves. So I sent my guy back again to the exact same locations where the CFO has taken my guy to show where the gas stations are. And to our surprise, that gas station, it is there, but it is under a different name. So later, we determined that in order to lure a foreign investor into the country, this private company pretended they had more gas stations than they actually have. And what they did is they have an arrangement with another company so that during the visit with the CFO, they changed the signs of all these gas stations to their name. So of course, after that particular trip, they removed those signs again and it's back to normal.
Yeah.
So that kind of work helped our client to really contextualize the business, the risk of entering into a transaction with this particular company. So obviously, I don't think it killed the deal, but it changed the valuation of that particular transaction. And that's an example of what our clients can reach out to us to get that kind of information, to help them to make that decision.
Okay, so where they can reach you if they want to consult with you?
Well, we are a US listed company, so we have a global footprint, and a lot of people in certain sectors, they know us. So they would come to us either through existing contacts, or they just go to our website.
So
they find us.
tell us something about your website.
Oh, the website is just www.fticonsulting.com.
All right.
It's a global website.
But before that, let's ask him, how did you get into this kind of work?
It's a very good question. Actually, I studied politics at university. My doctoral thesis was on politics. So after that, I thought I want to do something that is challenging, requires a little bit of thinking, not just a boring job. So I went on Google and looked for political risk analysis. Actually, that's what I typed in. And a company came up, and I saw it, and I applied for it, yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's how I ended up in this
Or pag nakita mo siya, parang very genius.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so and then, of course, we have to qualify naman. What type of person would be suited for this kind of work or the thing you do?
Actually,
Are we like
us?
us?
Yes.
Can we do also what you do?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Anyone can.
I don't think I would qualify.
All you need is to have a very inquisitive mindset. So if someone tells you something, you wouldn't just take it at face value. You would think a little bit, oh, why is he telling me that? Or what kind of other subtle messages he's trying to communicate across. And you get a lot of information that way. Someone who is not easily bored. Sometimes the work can
Not
be
easily bored? Oh,
not
that's
easily
not
bored.
us. We get bored easily.
But of course, you need to be interested in a lot of things, because
Alright.
clients could come from many different backgrounds, different industry. They may not even speak a language, so you need to be able to develop a rapport with them very quickly. The guys that works for us, sorry, the guys and ladies work for us. They come from all sorts of backgrounds. A lot of them are former government, former law enforcement, former military, former journalists, academics. So there are many types of people.
Mr. Ben, before we fully close this segment, I just wanted to ask, for those who were interested in following the path that you are taking, do you have any words of advice that you want to give to them? English?
Well, always have an open mind, always learn. Every day you learn something new. If you have that very open attitude, I think all kinds of careers, including business consulting, would suit you.
Okay.
That has been
Thank
very
you.
interesting topic.
Yeah, but before we let him go, what are you doing here in our country right now?
I came here to study Arnis.
Arnis. Martial arts, or Filipino martial arts.
Yes, it
What
is.
made you fascinated with the?
I've always been interested in Filipino martial arts. Arnis.
FMA.
But Chinese
yes.
are known to have, karate, taekwondo. If I'm.
Well, true.
But why Arnis?
There's a very practical aspect to Arnis. Because you still use a knife, you still use a stick. In a lot of the traditional Chinese martial arts, I'm not qualified to comment on that, but there's a lot of forms. It takes a long time to get to a level where you can protect yourself. Arnis is extremely practical. There's a lot of culture, a lot of deep historical significance to it, and I find that very fascinating.
And maybe, since I think you have a risky industry, maybe, the FMA.
It will work for him,
Perhaps,
yes.
perhaps.
To his advantage, yeah.
Perhaps.
You can
Self-defense.
just them. You can just them, right?
All right. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you for having me on.
Ben.
Thank you.
Okay, so partner.
Yan, ang bilis talaga ng oras. Thank you so much for gracing
Really?
our show. It's our pleasure.